But you see a yogi breathes. You don't even know whether he's breathing or not because it's a belly button breathing. A lot of yoga teachers teach yoga in a very funny way. The topic is very interesting. Illness to wellness. It's very simple. Illness starts with I. And wellness starts with we. That's all. You convert yourself from the I of your arrogance to we of your compassion. You become well. You become healthy. That's the essence of yoga. It makes you from your I to your we. It makes you a good human being. That's all what yoga is all about. Name it what you like. You go to America, there are 63 schools of yoga. Starting from Usha yoga to hot yoga and things like that. Everybody gives a name and starts it because it's a big money spinner there. So, yoga is something which is a part of your life, like breathing. If you know how to breathe well, if you know how to breathe properly, if you know how to convert yourself from the sympathetic breathing pattern to the parasympathetic breathing pattern, you not only become a yogi, you become a healthy person. See, this is how a dog breathes when it runs and comes. But you see a yogi breathes. You don't even know whether he's breathing or not because it's a belly button breathing. You just push your diaphragm down using the vagus and enlarge your lung and push your abdominal organs down and then bring it back without any effort at all. A lot of yoga teachers teach yoga in a very funny way. I saw the other day I went to inaugurate a yoga place somewhere, I won't tell you where. There he was teaching. I said that is becoming more sympathetic than the normal breathing. So I showed them how to breathe. It's very important. Now remember one thing, before you understand yoga, you must understand science. The science that you learned in school and college is a reductionist Western science. That is not the worldview now. It's not Newton and Einstein's worldview. It's a new worldview called the quantum worldview, which says the whole world is energy. And that is exactly what the Sanatana Dharma said, Shakti. And the man who found out this quantum physics, Hans Peter Dürr, director of Max Planck Institute, said E is equal to M. Energy is matter, matter is energy. And he called it as a duality. There is no duality between energy and matter. Matter is energy, energy is matter. He has written an article for you. Go to the internet and say, put Hans Peter Dürr, H-A-N-S Peter, P-E-T-R, D-U-R-R. And write, matter is not made out of matter. Matter is not made out of matter. This matter is not made out of matter. It's made out of energy. And that's the message he was trying to give. Then he says in that article, I look like a small child in front of the Indian yogis of yore who called this as Advaita. And they describe the whole of quantum physics in one stanza in the Upanishad. He says, Bahir Antascha Bhutanam. It's inside and outside of everything. Charam Acharam, it's moving, but you look solid. You all look solid. There's nothing solid about you. Bundle of jumping for laptop box, energy. But you look solid. That's called what he calls as Wirklichkeit in German, which Shankara calls as Maya. And then he says, Sukshmavate Avidyam. It is so subtle that no Vijnana, no science can find out. Even today, nobody has seen an electron. You can't see an electron. It says Durasam. If you don't know, you don't know. Now, till now you didn't know what quantum physics is. Cha, Aniketa Chatat. When you know it's inside you, it's so close. If you know this, you know the whole human being is energy. And that is otherwise called your consciousness, which you call as Atma. Then somebody says, where is the Atma? Atma is everywhere. In the philosophy, Indian philosophy, they say, what is Atma? You take a small little vessel, pot, let's say a mud pot. What is inside the mud pot? Energy or the space. What is outside? Space. Now, when a man dies, what happens? You just break the pot. What has happened? The Atma, the space inside has become part of the space outside. So you are one with the universe. As simple as that. It's all energy. If you understand this, yoga becomes meaningful. Very easy to understand. Yoga is you change your energy pattern from the sympathetic mode to the parasympathetic mode. We have been doing a lot of foolish things in Western medicine. Like, for example, we say whenever somebody gets a heart attack, we do an angiogram because there is money in it. Then we do an angioplasty and bypass surgery because there's money in it. But none of these things have anything to do with heart attack. Actually, America, they did a recent study, very interesting study. They took angiograms of everybody who came. And then single vessel disease and all, they didn't know anything. Left them alone. But then they said, this man might get a heart attack because it's blocked. And would you believe in the next 15 years when they saw, if any one of these people had a heart attack, they had a heart attack, nothing related to that vessel at all. It's far away somewhere else. Then they found the most important cause of heart attack is that we becoming I. You becoming arrogant and sympathetic and becoming just parasympathetic, it removes the chance of a heart attack. So being a very good yogi like Rajendra, you can't get a heart attack, can't afford to get a heart attack because heart attack is a parasympathetic activity, sympathetic activity. So if you are a fully parasympathetic like him, you can't get a heart attack at all. Good for him. I wish he doesn't get a heart attack. So yoga simply means becoming a sympathetic human being who is always angry, who is like a lion roaring, to a lamb. Now that doesn't mean you don't work, as your pro-vice chancellor rightly said. Work is very important. Now education, unfortunately in India, follows the Western education again. There you believe what the teacher says, you don't question the teacher. This is very important. I tell you, we have become so naive in these days. I had a cousin brother of mine. This boy had some neck pain. He was going neck pain. And then one day he slept and fell. And then he fell on the same side. So the neck pain became so severe that he couldn't move. So I asked one of my physiotherapists to see him. So he said, sir, I have talked to him. I said, yes. I have almost cured him, sir. He said. I said, wait. I talked to him and I found out what is his problem. His problem is not in the neck. It's in the trapezius muscle. He has got a very spasmodic muscle which has got a band. So bad, sir, it is. And it can be rectified in 2 days. I have given him some exercise. And lo and behold, the boy is absolutely fine now. 15 years he has the pain. Now it's gone. That's the power of physiotherapy. Because it is only physiotherapy to examine the patient. We doctors don't examine the patient now. With the minute you see a patient, you say cat talk, cat scan, dog scan, or pet scan. But you don't examine the patient. If you examine the patient, you see this band in the muscle, which you don't see, and you take an X-ray. If you take an X-ray, your X-ray is as old as you are, so there will be some spicules in the bone. So it says spondylitis, which simply in Latin saying pain in the neck. That's all. I always tell them, you are a pain in the neck, if not a pain in the neck. Because the pain in the neck is not due to the bone, but due to the muscle which is spasmodic. The muscle which holds it. And that's the cause of the pain. And this is how we have to understand the whole thing and question ourselves. That's the only way you learn. And science is not just following what the Western said. BSc, MSc and PhD, no. Science is inquiry. You have a doubt in your mind and try to get an answer to that doubt from as far as we can go. And that's called real science, which we don't do. And according to the science, yoga should be the ideal thing for all illnesses to go away because it converts you from a sympathetic mode person to a parasympathetic mode person. That's all, as simple as that. And Rajendra, of course, is an expert in the field and he'll talk to you about it. But I'm not an expert, but I understand yoga. He understands yoga. You know the difference between the two? Now this hall, we all sit here, we understand the hall. It's a big hall and it's got air conditioner, fan, this, that and all. If you understand, you take a helicopter and go above and look at this, looks like a small little speck. So you understand the idea. When you understand a thing, you understand really what it is. So yoga is very simple. It's nothing to really go about, crave about and do Western type of RCT research to say, I did this research in yoga, that research in yoga. No. You simply have to, how many people you have converted into good human beings? You are a good yoga teacher. And what is a good human being? That's the correct thing. You must have a healthy mind. Where is the mind? Never mind. Where is the mind? You all laugh, no? Let's see. It's a very simple question. Where is the mind? My friend with beard.
In our body.
In our body. Okay. Where is the mind, young lady with the dupatta around her neck? Where is the mind?